Welcome, everyone. Good boy, Tucker. This is learning at its most fun.
Thank you all so much for attending another one of our Building Your Tech Stacks with Redtail. My name is Jack, and I'm one of our trainer and product knowledge experts. And today we have TIFIN Wealth here. We have our representative, wonderful Mr. Ali. And Ali, I will hand it over to you to let us know more about TIFIN Wealth.
Absolutely. Thank you, Jack. Hello, everyone. My name is Ali Rezvan. I lead advisor sales here at TIFIN Wealth. I've been with the company for about 2 years now. A very quick introduction to what TIFIN is. We are a financial technology provider with the goal of creating more personalized and engaging wealth experiences for investors around the world and equip financial advisors with cutting-edge technology to create more personalized and engaging experiences. So with that today, we'll focus the conversation around growth and utilizing various technology to help drive growth for your practice. As we start the new year, a common goal for many financial advisors is growth. And TIFIN Wealth is an industry-leading platform for personalization-led growth. So let's pause right there for a second. What do we mean by personalization-led growth? Think about the last amazing digital experience you had. What about it stands out? Was it engaging? Was it engaging because it was personalized around who you are as a unique individual? Companies like Netflix, Spotify, Amazon, and many more have driven growth through personalization. We go back to Netflix because every time we turn it on, we don't have to spend time finding something enjoyable to watch. Netflix immediately tailors the platform for each of us based on our dynamic profiles as unique individuals, activity, click patterns, etc. Same goes with our experience on Spotify, Amazon, and other digital experiences we engage with. We go back because these experiences are engaging because they are personalized around who we are as unique individuals. And these companies create more growth opportunities through personalization. That's what we mean by personalization-led growth. Now, let's carry on. How does TIFIN Wealth help you drive growth for your practice through personalization? The platform brings together several market-proven wealth capabilities in real-time business intelligence spanning risk, planning, financial personality, content marketing and charitable giving, and public and private investing. Through these various capabilities, the platform brings together the type of AI-powered personalization we went over with the Netflix and Spotify example. Makes it accessible for your firm. At TIFIN, we believe that the primary business growth strategy for law firms is personalization at scale. That allows you to tailor investment proposals, portfolios, and content for your end client and prospects. This is what we are solving for with the TIFIN Wealth platform. So, how does TIFIN Wealth drive growth through personalization? There are 3 pillars. 1, personas. 2, AI and business intelligence engines that identify growth opportunities. And 3, personalized recommendations. So with that introduction, let's go ahead and dive right into the platform and see how it all comes together. As we dive into the platform, keep in mind that the platform is fully modular. So you can choose which capabilities you wish to use and sign up for. So as we go in and look at some real life scenarios and examples, where does the personalization start? With better understanding. The platform gives you access to a series of tools that help you understand the individuality of each investor you work with. These assessments allow you to capture an investor's fears, needs, and wants through our proprietary risk, planning, and financial personality modules. In short, we use the findings from these assessments, complement them with third-party data, identity data, demographics data, and behavioral data to build dynamic personas of your clients and prospects. The persona is no longer a snapshot of a moment in time, but becomes dynamic with real life updates, and it reflects how your client evolves over time. Better understanding is the first step towards personalization. Now, this here is one of the major areas where our partnership with Redtail comes into play and makes life a whole lot easier for you. With our integration with Redtail, you are able to feed in the data to help build these dynamic personas. Redtail makes things even easier than that by allowing you to feed in client portfolios, and not all CRM tools have that capability. So Redtail really enables you to automate and streamline that process and minimize any manual work required. So with that said, let's go into some of these capabilities that we discussed, these assessments that we use to build those dynamic personas. The first is better understanding someone's risk profile. We do so with a multi-dimensional approach by covering the full SEC definition of risk, which is the desire and ability to take risk. Our philosophy and methodology is focused on facts and data over feelings and emotions. And we use that to create a comprehensive profile of someone's risk tolerance. So that starts by understanding their risk prep. That's the desire to take risks. But we go above and beyond that, like I said, by focusing on facts and data to identify risk capacity, the ability to take risk. So we provide this risk band. Anywhere for the client's portfolio to be on this band is appropriate. Where it is depends on the situation. It depends on time horizon. It depends on their goals, how essential each goal is, how they're tracking in relation to their goals, if they need to be making up some ground, right? So this is a tool that helps facilitate the conversation around risk, helps you go over trade-offs to set proper expectations today so we drive for the best outcomes possible in the future. The third score this platform provides is the portfolio risk score. That's the circle here. So this is assuming I'm working with a prospect and I upload that prospect's portfolio and show them that their portfolio risk right now is not in line with their appropriate and comprehensive risk profile. And this is an opportunity for me to emphasize my value proposition and highlight what I would do differently for them to put them in a better portfolio, better suited their risk profile and goals for the future. Now, we do score each account, each portfolio that the client has respectively. So all of their accounts will be fed in here. And Redtail does make that transition process a lot easier by feeding those respective portfolios into the system. So you are able to go in very easily, click on each portfolio and show where that portfolio risk score is for each client that you work with. Now, with that, we're also able to identify an individual investor's needs through financial planning. So here we're building a comprehensive persona. We just took the time to understand their risk profile, their fears. Now let's take the time to understand their needs through financial planning. We do so by offering fast, efficient, real-time financial plan to be as efficient with our time as possible, meet with as many people as possible, touch as many lives as possible, and convert as many opportunities as possible. So we are using artificial intelligence to be as efficient as we can be. Now, how Tiffin Plan works is it focuses on an investor's most acute financial planning question or questions. It could be around retirement. Can I retire when I'm X years old, maybe 65 or a few years early? It could be around home buying. You know, I'm a first-time home buyer where I want to buy investment property. How much home can I afford? Market's cooling off a little bit, but rates are up. How much can I afford? Could be around insurance. Do I need more life insurance? or it could be around taxes. How does my charitable giving impact my taxes? So any number of these things can be used to start gathering data quickly and easily, qualifying opportunities quickly and easily, building trust, building relationships, getting in front of more opportunities, and converting more opportunities. So let's go through what one of these experiences looks like. The technology used is AI conversational technology. So that investor is able to interact with your virtual assistant, an extension of your team. They can do so using natural language. The first thing we do is we ask what the address is. By matching name and address, or name and email address, we are able to build a more dynamic persona of an individual through the use of third-party publicly available information. In this scenario, I'm going to hit skip. Okay, so how does the client? We'll say 50. Are they married or do they have a partner? I can answer this using natural conversation. For the sake of the example, I'll say single. How much do they make a year in income? We'll say 150,000, and I can abbreviate with 150K. How much do they have saved for retirement so far? I'll say 600K. How much do they save for retirement each month? We'll say 1,000. Where do they want to retire? We'll say Florida. The system even recognizes that Florida is a tax-friendly state. And at what age? Maybe they're aiming for 65. Boom. Just like that, within minutes, I'm able to better understand that individual's needs through financial planning and be able to quickly and efficiently give an answer to their acute financial planning question. In this scenario, whether they're able to retire at 65. Now, we also went over some other financial planning examples. These financial planning journeys build incrementally. They build on data we already have on previous financial planning journeys. So each following journey will get easier and quicker to complete because we're building on data that we already have. Here, the system is doing a quick math on what the goal will cost, the odds of achieving that goal, a wealth growth projection, and some different recommendations for them to possibly make up some of their ground if they're behind on their goal. So very quickly, I can answer that question. And very quickly, I can come here and customize the inputs driving my plan. And I can clearly see what's an assumption and what's data I provided. So I can adjust any data that needs to be updated quickly and be able to see what adjustments have an impact on my outlook for the future quickly and easily by adjusting these inputs. Alrighty. And lastly, going back to the example we were working for, last to build a dynamic persona for an individual investor is the use of financial personnel. Through a very short questionnaire, we use positive psychology to better understand the unique financial mindset of each investor, help you better understand, and help them better understand. Again, better understanding to drive better outcomes, set proper expectations. So we use positive psychology to identify someone's financial personality within 4 pillars. Viewpoints, their intellectual interests. Purpose, the purpose behind their investing. Touch is the human side of things, how they like to communicate, how often, how they wish to interact, if they're hands-on, hands-off, that sort of thing. And lastly, security identifies how confident they are as an investor, how well they understand the risk-return relationship. So within these 4 pillars, we're able to identify the unique financial mindset of each investor. So this is a tool that you can use to differentiate the discovery process as you're meeting with new people. But as they're going through, shopping around, talking to different advisors, oftentimes the experiences can be similar. So it's subtle things during the discovery conversations around how you made them feel that will help you stand out. And this is a true differentiator. You can also use this during annual reviews to take those conversations beyond just performance and fees. Keep that relationship always engaged. Now, this tool can stop right here if you wish to help you better understand personality. But if you wish to take it a step further, it can give you actionable intelligence to help you customize model portfolios around a core and explore approach with the use of satellite tilts to create more of an alignment between an individual investor's values, priorities, interests, and how their money is invested. This is where true personalization with the use of artificial intelligence comes into play. All right. So as I go into my recommendations engine, it's able to pick up one of my model portfolios that fits this individual's dynamic profile, dynamic persona. First, we took the time to understand their risk profile, their risk preference, risk capacity, so we know where their portfolios need to fall. Then we took some time to better understand their needs around financial planning. And later, we complemented that by better understanding their financial personality. So here, the system is able to pick one of my model portfolios that fits their wristband. There's some additional analytics available around risk, performance, and some other tools and features that enable you to compare an existing portfolio they might have with another advisor to a portfolio you're proposing to them. And from here, you can use the technology to further personalize your model portfolio. Tiffin personality gives you actionable intelligence outside of what someone's dominant financial personality traits are. If they are purpose dominant, what is that purpose? If they have intellectual interests, what are those intellectual interests? And through a core and satellite approach, we're able to tilt your model portfolio to create more of an alignment between that individual's values, priorities, and interests, and how their money is invested. How do we do so? By setting guardrails. So you're able to pick a benchmark. You could even benchmark the original portfolio you would have put that individual in to begin with. And then you set a tracking error. And then you decide what percentage of your model portfolio you will allow personalization within. Big chunk like 20%, or do you want to do less? Maybe you just allow 3% personalization. You set the guardrails within which we personalize, and you let the artificial intelligence do the rest of the work. The AI comes in, takes into account their goals, risk profile, past performance, capital market assumptions. It takes into account their financial personality, the relative importance of each of the themes, trends they're interested in, and takes that core and satellite approach and tilts your model portfolio with thematic ETFs that represent each of these blocks that the individual investor selected they are interested in. Now, moving on, the AI comes into play and identifies business growth opportunities by interpreting all this data as signals of interest. Interpreting behavioral data as leading indicators of interest is the new frontier of personalization and wealth management and a key differentiator for TIFIN Wealth. Lastly, TIFIN Wealth brings it all together with a framework for actionable personalized recommendations. The platform delivers personalized growth marketing content to help you source more opportunities, delivers personalized IPS proposals to help you convert more opportunities, and creates stickier relationships with personalized portfolios that aren't just a set of numbers, tickers, and percentages. These portfolios now represent who the investor is, the core of their individuality. Let's go over an example of a proposal. These proposals were designed to be easy to understand, digestible, and help that individual get to a decision quickly and easily. The problem with a lot of proposal tools out there in this space currently is they are very tedious, very complex. They spit out a report that's 120 pages long. They don't simplify decision making, they delay decision making. This IPS proposal is white labeled with your branding, and it breaks down the objective in terms that investor can easily relate to and understand. With a quick table of contents and introduction of what we will be going over. And from there, it incorporates the various drivers that we used to create a more personalized and engaging experience. First, it will go into the risk profile and it will explain what that risk profile means for that individual investor. Then we will dive into their financial personality. What makes them a unique investor? From there, if you wish, you can go over your recommended portfolio. Now, if there's pages you wish to remove proposal, you can on the right-hand side. Or if there's pages you wish to add, you can do so on the right-hand side as well. From there, we'll go into the breakdown of that portfolio. And from here, we create that alignment between their wealth and their values, priorities, and interests, and their unique financial personality. We'll dive into what their financial personality is, their dominant and less so dominant traits, and within those pillars, which themes resonated most with them. Now, it is important to keep in mind that these thematic blocks you see here can be customized. So you can remove options that aren't a good fit for your practice, your approach, your target audience. So that part is customized, and the thematic ETFs representing them can also be customized as well. And from here, you can do a side-by-side comparison. So if they do have another relationship with another advisor, you can run a side-by-side comparison of your portfolio compared to another advisor's portfolio. All right, so this gives you a very quick idea of what that custom IPS proposal looks like. All right, now moving on here to wrap up our conversation for today. We also mentioned actionability by sourcing more opportunities through custom content. So that is where Tiffin content comes into play, one of our other capabilities. Tiffin content is a growth AI-based, hyper-personalized growth marketing platform. So Tiffin content helps you with a library of over 250,000 pieces of content relevant for current events. And the AI filters content that is most relevant for you, your approach, model portfolios, client demographics, etc. Now, Tiffin content can help you distribute content by building campaigns, customizing, automating, streamlining through email, social media, and more. And lastly, Tiffin content helps you improve engagement with insights and analytics and automatic AI improvements. What is resonating where and with who? The idea here is we don't want to and drive content out there with generic content. We don't want to distribute generic content. Same for everyone. We want to use the data, the analytics, the AI to get to the core of what each person wants to see from us, how they want to see it, when they want to see it, to hit them where it counts and enable us to source more opportunities. And from there, Tiffin Invest gives you investment management capabilities, where through the use of the world's first semantic search engine for investments, you can do a quick search for anything that you're interested in using natural language search. So maybe I want to learn more about tech funds, no China exposure. I can quickly do a search, and on the top read, toggle on and off between ETFs, mutual funds, closed-end funds, SMAs, stocks, and models. So very quickly, I can get my research done, be able to sort by fees, returns, and risk, be able to further narrow down my charts by a specific chart type. Maybe I want to learn more about region exposure for that specific fund. And I can even do quick searches On subsector investing, maybe I have a client who's interested in electric vehicles. And I can quickly run a search to see what options I have for that client that meet their interests. And very quickly, the AI comes in and scans the prospectus, 10K filings to show me how this specific fund meets the nuances of electric vehicles. And if I wish to compare these against a set of criteria custom and relevant to me, I can do so. Now, the last piece here with the invest capability that I'll point out is the enhancer functionality. Here, I can take any model portfolio for a prospect or client and make improvements upon that model portfolio with a specific objective. Maybe my objective is the trifecta: higher returns, lower fees, lower risk, or it could be anything my imagination thinks of using natural language search. So quickly, I'll type in my objective and the system will run a search for me. It will show me what I currently have in this prospect or client's portfolio. And on the right-hand side, it will give me some different alternatives that I can replace some of my current holdings with to make improvements, enhancements on that portfolio with my specific objective in mind. Higher returns, lower risk, lower fees, but that objective can be anything. Now, I don't have the time to figure out, if I were to replace this spider with this Vanguard, how will that impact things for me? So very quickly, I can come up to a performance summary and see, okay, if I were to make all of these changes or some of these changes, how will that improve the annual fee, expense ratio, annualized return over a period of time, Sharpe ratio, volatility, upside, downside capture, so on and so forth. And lastly, I can deliver another custom proposal highlighting my findings for that existing clients, for that prospect, to show what we did to their specific portfolio in context and how we made an enhancement and improvement upon it with our specific objective of higher returns, lower risk, and lower fees. So very nice, clean format to show how we made an improvement upon an existing portfolio. Alrighty. And the last piece I will cover is how Tiffin is personalizing the donor advised fund experience in charitable giving. As I pull up an example here, the last capability within the TIFIN Wealth platform is Tiffin Give. It's designed to personalize charitable giving. How this personalization starts with a mission statement. We allow each family to articulate the causes that are important to them. The articulation and the personalization of the mission statement is what curates the platform for us. So this is Netflix level personalization based on the causes, based on the things that they're interested in donating to. My dashboard is personalized. From here, I can learn more about any charity by searching through a specific theme or using our search engine, which gives each investor access to over 1.5 million charities. So if I wish to learn more about some educational opportunities, maybe early childhood education, I can very quickly go and see and get a high level information for that specific organization, be able to visit their website, get their charity rating as well, and be able to personalize my grant within minutes through the platform directly to that charity. Lastly, the Tiffin Give platform enables you to include the broader family and help you build relationships around purpose with multiple generations within that family, and helps you inform those family members around how their giving correlates to their investments.
Excellent. Oh my goodness. First of all, for 30 minutes, I feel like that was an incredible use of time.
I'm happy to hear that.
There's so much functionality in this integration though. Like I said, like that 30 minutes was just, I was shocked when you kept going. I was like, wait, this is all for one product? Because that's insane. You get so many amazing features. And the whole time, I'm not gonna lie, I was thinking like, this is the future. This is exactly what the future is gonna look like. It's gonna be using advanced capabilities to really get to know your clients. So that way your clients get the experience they want out of this uber important part of their life, which is managing their wealth. So this is really cool. I just great job too, Ollie. Thank you so much for being here.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So what I will do too is I will share my screen here. So for anyone who wishes to schedule time for a personalized demo as well, you can go to tiffinwealth.com, and from there you'll be able to schedule time with us for personalized demos so we can really tailor the presentation around your specific practice and objectives that you have for the new year.
Oh, that would be perfect, because really with this, I feel like you need to have a meeting and sit down and feel out how it would help your firm the best, because obviously the way everyone does business is so different. So it would be, I would think, incredibly beneficial with a software like this to know how it could benefit you individually or your firm.
Definitely. And another nice thing too is this whole platform is fully modular. So advisors can come in and pick and choose which piece is most useful for them, the most relevant for them, the client situations they're working on. So if there's pieces that individual advisors feel don't really directly fit, they don't have to use those.
I love that, because I feel like most of the people here today definitely know what it's like to work with an advisor who maybe doesn't want to do things exactly the way they do. Ollie, I just want to leave today. If there's anything else that we should know about the platform, do you have a favorite aspect of the platform for you that makes it so unique and special?
I think the Tiffin personality piece is definitely one of the most innovative things we've introduced to financial technology and financial services. The whole idea of understanding financial personality and incorporating that in the values, priorities, and interests the individual investor has to create a far more engaged relationship, far more in-depth relationship. And in the past, this was something that was avoided because the idea was that doing so, creating that high level personalization comes at the expense of performance, comes at the expense of returns. But
Yes.
now, using cutting edge technology through the use of artificial intelligence, through the use of data science, we're able to really enable advisors to be truly personalized without sacrificing quality of service on their end, time on their end, and without sacrificing returns for individual investors.
Thank you so much
Sure.
again for being here today. I do just want to,
Absolutely.
if you were someone who is interested in meeting, please sit down. This is absolutely a wonderful platform, and it should be utilized, because this, like I said, I really do believe this is the future of the financial services industry. This is so high tech and advanced. That's awesome.
Thank you so much for hosting this today, Jack. Thank you for your time. And I look forward to hopefully doing something like this with you again in the near future.
Oh, awesome. Thank you all so much again for attending another Building Your Tech Stack with Redtail. We look forward to seeing you again on another Tuesday. So thanks, everyone. Have a great rest of your day.
Thank you, Jack. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks so much for joining us today for this particular session. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to give us a call at 800-206-5030, option 3 for support, or just shoot us an email over to support@redtailtechnology.com. Thanks a lot and have a great day.